For the smooth flow of the event, we'd like to request everyone to kindly keep your audio on mute and put your questions or issues that you want to raise in the comment section and kindly wait for the host to acknowledge your concerns. Good afternoon, everyone. The Sparta Microspecialization Pathways launch will start in 1 minute. Thank you. Formally start our program, we request everyone to join us and put ourselves in the loving presence of our Lord. And please take time to render your utmost respect for the scene of the Philippine National Anthem.
Heavenly Father, we are highly honored and blessed for giving us the opportunity to participate in this event. As we begin our program, may you grace us with eternal wisdom, humility, courage, and strength. May we anchor ourselves in gratitude and draw on your mercy. As vessels of your divine grace, we ask you, Lord, to bless all the speakers and participants of this event. We seek for your guidance as we aim to make this gathering
Recording in
fruitful and
progress.
meaningful for everyone. May all our words and actions be for your greater glory and honor as we actively participate today. We surrender everything to you. Grant us your protection, provision, and your blessing. Amen.
Kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, helas ng sigahanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang binirang, tuyak ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo bangaw, ay hinatang tula, tawid sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan ang may di magdidinig. Lumalang araw ng buwan, ating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga aking, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sparta's Micro Specialization Pathways launch with our host, Sparta's Marketing Lead, Ms. Roxy Makasay.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the launch of Sparta's Micro Specialization Pathways. I'm Roxy Makasad, and I'm very excited about what is in store for all of us this afternoon. So on behalf of Project Sparta, I would like to warmly welcome everyone who is able to join us today via Zoom, and an equally warm welcome to all those who are watching us via Facebook and the YouTube live stream. For today's event, we will be launching something very special for all of our scholars and for those who are still thinking of applying as Sparta scholars. This may be what you have been waiting for. It is really a jam-packed afternoon for all of us today, with some surprises along the way, so you must look out for that. And now to officially start our program and welcome us to today's event, may I call on the DAP Vice President and Sparta Project Lead, Dr. Alan S. Cajes.
Thank you, Roxy. Let me check if my audio and video are okay.
Yeah, we can see you and we can hear you clearly.
Thank you. Warm greetings to everyone from the Development Academy of the Philippines, to our partners and guests, Analytics Association of the Philippines President, Ms. Michelle Alarcon, and AAP Executive Director Sherwin Pelayo. The Course Development Head from Course Bank, Ms. Benny Rose Ubas, the Sparta Project Proponent and Subject Matter Expert, Mr. Dominic Vincent Ligot, Sparta Curriculum Lead, Ms. Frances Claire Taiko, our cooperating agencies, the DAP and the Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development, or PSEARD, the Sparta team, and our participants. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa pagdalo sa ating event ngayong hapon. Project Sparta was launched 2 years ago. And since then, we have been working continuously to contribute to the rising demand by training thousands of learners in data science and analytics, or DSA, through our 6 main pathways. We have fostered a community of scholars who are passionate to help and make a difference through DSA. Dahil dito, gusto namin kayong bigyan pa ng mas maraming opportunities para ma-improve ang inyong kakayahan or skills at mas i-explore ang TSA sa pamamagitan ng ating micro-specialization pathways. These new tracks will help you boost your knowledge and your chosen TSA discipline from the 11 pathways that will be available. Through this program, we are helping scholars in refining your expertise by taking fewer courses while still equipping yourselves with the right skill sets to contribute to the data science and analytics industry. We encourage our scholars to take advantage of our micro-specialization pathways, as these are a great opportunity to enhance your understanding of more DSA areas. Umaasa kami na sa inyong pagkuha nitong mga shorter tracks, pagkakaroon kayo ng mas higit pang inspirasyon at motibasyon para tapusin ang inyong main pathways. Ang mga micro-specialization pathways ay isang paraan upang mas maintindihan ninyo ang inyong piniling main pathway, at kasabay naman nito ay makakuha rin kayo ng certificates para mas mapaganda ang inyong credentials. We look forward to seeing our scholars complete their pathways. Exciting news is coming for those who will be able to do so. Abangan po ninyo ang announcement nito sa mga susunod na araw. To those who are yet to become part of Sparta, scholarship applications are still open. Inaanyayahan namin kayong mag-enroll na at huwag palampasin ang opportunity na ito. On behalf of the President of the Development Academy of the Philippines and the Sparta Project team, we are truly grateful to everyone who joined and made this event possible. Let us continue to unite our efforts to build a thriving, data-driven Philippines. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat po, Sir Alan. Thank you for welcoming everyone. It's so nice to see you. So our next speaker is someone who needs no further introduction. Feeling ko mahuhulaan niyo kagad. As he has been with us in most of our events and is a subject matter expert for Project Sparta. To give us an introduction and to officially start our launch, a virtual round of applause, please, for the Executive Director of the Analytics Association of the Philippines, Mr. Sherwin M. Pelayo.
Good afternoon, Roxy. Good afternoon to everyone here joining us in Zoom and joining us in our Facebook Live streaming. Maraming salamat sa walang sawang pagsama sa amin sa mga ganitong events. Sana hindi na kayo nagsasawa sa aming mga pagmumukha dito. all of these naman talaga we're doing for everyone, for all of our Spartans. Okay? And gaya ng hinint namin ni Roxy when this was first announced sa Facebook, this is really, truly something exciting for everyone. We're very much excited. Pinipigilan nga namin bigyan kayo ng hints para hindi ma-spoil yung announcement today. So let's start, no? So you know me, I mean, for those na who have seen me do the presentation talks, mahilig tayong magbigay ng parang we'll do some refresher muna, mas interactive tayo ngayon. So I'd like everyone to get your phones. Go ahead, we'll do Menti, a kind of a refresher of SP 101. Get your phones, open a browser in your computer, go to menti.com, enter that code 4641776, or get your phones, scan that QR code. Once you are on that page, click nyo naman yung heart. Let me see how many are in already. We are about 180 here in Zoom right now, and I think about 50 in Facebook. Okay, sige. Let's make this, and it's Friday afternoon. Alam ko, inaantok na kayo. Although very excited with what's going to happen with Project Sparta. Sige. Let's see. Ano lang to, it's kind of a refresher also of for those that you might have learned already. So the code is 4641776. Okay. So you should be able to see it in your screen or scan the QR code. Sige nga, paabutin natin ng medyo 100 yung naga-hearts. Click that heart button so that we know where you are right now. Dapat ba binigyan namin kayo ng warning to review the the competencies? Hindi naman.
O yan, 100 na. Pwede tayo mag-live
Yan.
selling.
Alright. Okay. Live. Ito po may binamig. Alright. Okay. So, first question natin. Let's see how many of you are currently enrolled in the pathways. Okay. Tingnan natin who are here today. Okay. Let's see where you are right now. So just go on your phones or in your browser, select a pathway, even not yet enrolled, and then click submit so that we'll know. Okay? After this, yung nandyan sa not yet enrolled, our goal is to get you enrolled. Okay? So we still kind of have a lot then naman. Okay, but seeing here right now, so far 122 respondents, about 26 are enrolled in data science, followed by our data associate pathway, then our data analyst pathway, our analytics manager pathway, data engineering pathway, and then our data steward pathway. So the 30 that are not yet enrolled, hopefully, we really get you enrolled after this session. Okay? So, at least for those 30, medyo bago sa inyo to, itong ating refresher ng SP 101. But for the rest, I'm hoping that you are actually ready for an SP 101 refresher. If not, i-open nyo na yung album sa Project Sparta. Nandun yung mga sagot sa questions. Okay. So, enter your nickname. Oh, ang dami kagad sumali. We have 9 questions for you. And for those who can recall SP 101, you'll probably know what that 9 questions will be. Okay, wow, 135 participants. So I'll have 9 questions, multiple choice questions. You'll see it in your phones, the question, and then select it on your phone or on your browser. Okay, are we ready with question number 1. Which is this competency? Which competency is this? Developing and implementing data management, privacy and data security policies, and ethical considerations. 113 got it correctly. This competency is the data management and governance competency. Let's go to question number 2. Which competency is this? Where you apply domain-related knowledge and insights to emerging innovations. Applying domain-related. Parang nandun na, binigay na yung sagot. 114 got it correctly. This competency talks about domain, knowledge, and application. Let's go. Question number 3. Which competency is this? Where you create and communicate compelling data using visualization and presentation tools. That should be pretty obvious. Okay, 136 got it correctly. This is it's in data visualization and presentation where you communicate compelling and actionable insights. Okay, after 3 questions, let's see who's leading. All right, so this is our current leaderboard. Anna H, K, and Maria are in the top 3. All right, let's go to question number 4. Where do you use general and specialized business intelligence techniques for decision making? $126 got it correctly. It's just a process of elimination, guys. So domain knowledge and application, data management and governance, operational analytics, data visualization and presentation. If you recall from SP 101, these are the business or the domain related skills. Okay. So now you know we're now moving to the more technical competencies. So question number 5. Where do you apply information technology, computational thinking, and utilize programming languages and software and hardware solutions for data analysis? Which competency is that? This is a bit tricky. So this is about computing. Whenever we talk about programming languages, software and hardware solutions, that's computing. Okay, so 36 got it correctly. Let's move on to the next competency. We're now moving on to the technical competencies. Where do you use the scientific and engineering methods to discover? Okay, that's the keyword, discover. And then methods, where you create new knowledge and insights. 48 got it correctly. So again, keyword, discover. Okay, and then methods. Not necessarily you see the word scientific there and engineering, that's automatically data engineering. Look at the word discover and then methods. So that's research methods. 48 got it correctly. So let's see after 6 questions where we are at the leaderboard. Nagbago na ba? Mukhang nagbago na siya. Elise, and Dave Buena are now in our top 3. Okay, let's go to question number 7. Where do you implement and evaluate giveaway na to, machine learning methods and algorithms on the data to derive insights for decision making? Nandun na yung sagot, embedded na. 114, got it correctly, of course. Methods and algorithms. Question number 8. Where do you use software and system engineering principles and modern computer technologies to develop data analytics applications? Isa na lang yung natitirang technical skill na may engineering na word dyan. So yun na yun. So this is where you actually develop your data analytics applications. Yep, 129 got it correctly. It's about data engineering principles. Okay, let's see nga. Second to the last, where is our leaderboard? Before we go to our last question. Wow, still L, Dave Buena, and Alice. Okay, top three. Last question. And again, process of elimination. This is the last of the competencies. So where do you apply statistical concepts and methodologies to data analysis? Where do you apply statistical concepts and methodologies to data analysis? 123, got it correctly. It's about statistical techniques. And let's see who is our final top three. So congratulations to, wow, L, Dave Buena, and Marie. Congratulations. Go to your phones. You can share that in Facebook, Twitter, i-post nyo dun sa live stream, get your bragging rights. You've actually still remembered your SP 101. Congratulations, everyone. So why did we actually do a review of the competencies, no? And why are we doing that when we're talking about the micro specialization pathways? If you recall, this is the professional maturity model of the Analytics Association of the Philippines, where it actually shows on the verticals, the various analytics job roles, and on the horizontal, the various competencies. In each of the intersection between a competency and a role, you'll see the minimum proficiency level that you need to be in so that you can perform your job well. Currently in Project Sparta, we do have these pathways, and the current pathways is according to the role. There are six. The data associate pathway is not shown here, but the data associate pathway is really an entry level to the world of analytics. A data associate is the starting point to being a data steward, a data engineer, a data scientist, a functional analyst, or an analytics manager. Okay, so this is where Project Sparta's learning pathways are presently. Okay, so this is the six pathways where you enroll at. Now, studies that we had in the past 2 years in the enrollments and the completions of the courses in Project Sparta show that, there are some who are really into these roles already. They are employed as stewards, engineers, scientists, analysts, mostly analysts actually, and analytics managers. And they enroll in Sparta because they do need to have more knowledge about a specific skill and a specific competency. Okay. They're not really interested in going through the entire list of courses for a career path because they're already into that. Okay. There are those also that are already working in the various industries, across sectors, whether it's education, banking, retail, telco, media and entertainment, and they're functioning as a data analyst already. But they want to learn a bit more of how to become a data scientist, what are those statistical techniques? What are those methods and algorithms? How can I do more advanced research? Okay, so there are those who enroll in Sparta and basically cherry pick, which courses would really help them upskill, themselves, so that they can augment their current expertise with the new competencies of analytics. This is where the micro specialization pathways are born. Okay, because of the need, the unsaid need of our learners, we felt that, in the Project Sparta team, we felt that open micro specialization pathways across the competencies. So now you'll be hearing today actually this 11 micro specialization pathways, which will focus on specific competencies. Okay. Um, you'll still have the learning pathways that is based on the roles, but now you do have options now to select the particular competency which you need more knowledge in. Okay, and that's the micro specialization pathway. I know you have a lot of questions. We'll get to the exciting part later. I'll let our other speakers discuss more about the very specifics, the actual specifics, and how you can get into this micro specialization pathways. So, turning it over back to Roxy.
God.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sherwin. So, pag hindi nyo kilala si Sherwin, hindi kayo tunay na Spartan. Yun lang yun. So, to give us a glimpse of some of our micro-specialization pathways, actually all, may I now ask for your undivided attention to the screen for 2 audio-visual presentations. So, ayun, sobrang dami nyo ng pwedeng pagpilian na micro-specialization courses. Kung dati 6 main pathways, there are an additional 11 micro-specialization courses. So to tell us more about these pathways, please help me welcome the Sparta Curriculum Lead, Ms. Frances Claire Taiko. Miss Claire. Hi, you're on mute pa.
Okay, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Let me just pull up my presentation. Just a bit. Um, Maybe flashing the slides, or shall I share my screen, Roxy?
You can share your screen if that's easier for you.
Yeah. All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, we're happy to present to you the different micro specializations this afternoon. So, you probably, or at least some of you would have received a few motivational survey invitations in the past, and we actually listened to some of your feedback, and hopefully with the micro specialization offer that we're going to show you today, you'll be it'll be easier for you to progress in your pathways, or you'll be able to acquire immediately practicable skills, no, for that you can bring back to the workplace. So, okay, so well, the first micro specialization, the first four micro specializations that I will show you this afternoon are focused more on domain, or building your domain knowledge, no, on certain functions in certain areas. So the first of that is analytics project management. So um, in in this micro specialization, the courses will be taken will equip you with the skills that you will need to manage different parts of the project life cycle, particularly of data science and analytics projects. The next one is finance and risk specialization. This micro specialization is focused more on the practice of data science and analytics in the finance and risk sector. So after graduating this micro specialization, you will be able to apply your statistical and machine learning um, skills, no, to provide decision support, no, and insights using financial data. For uh, the next one, we have the human resources micro specialization, and this are for our existing human resources practitioners, or at least those who are interested to get into this function. And after graduating the human resources specialization, you'll be able to inform um, decision making on human resources using workforce data. Then we also have urban planning specialization, and this aims to train the learners to apply your analytical skills to urban planning, smart cities applications. And once you graduate this specialization, you will have um, a better appreciation how you can apply the different analytical skills uh, in the urban planning and smart cities application. And the next set of micro specializations that I will talk about will be focused more on the DSA, or the analytics skills from the Analytics Association of Philippines Professional Maturity Framework. So for the first one is operational analytics. So this, if you want to specialize more on the business intelligence and reporting side, then this is the micro specialization that's for you. So here you'll be able to learn how to do your dashboarding, insighting, and drill downs. and you will be able to derive insight for business decision making from those skills. Now, if you are probably a data steward or a data engineer, you'd probably be interested in the data governance microspecialization. And this microspecialization will focus more on topics such as data ethics, data management, data governance, security, as well as data rights. And then after finishing this micro-specialization, you will be more aware, you know, of what needs to be done, you know, in your work to be able to ensure security, privacy, data ethics, intellectual property during the entire life cycle. Of course, this is probably one of the favorites, also the data visualization specialization. So here in this micro specialization, you will be trained to come up with better charts or better visualizations, also compelling narratives that could accompany those visualizations. And this will help in the presentation of your insights from your analysis. So graduates of or completers of this specialization will be equipped not to do reporting, dashboarding with appropriate data visualization. So for research methods, these are for probably existing researchers and also those who would want to be more systematic and rigorous in their approach in problem solving, whether in the business or in the business context or in the development sector. And here you will learn how to use the scientific engineering methods not to discover new knowledge. For statistical techniques, no. So here you will learn how to do your analysis using the different statistical methods. So here, after completing this micro specialization, you will be able to apply the fundamental statistical techniques, descriptive analytics, some inferential statistics, and some basic statistical modeling. So for the computing, so here, the learners will be trained on the application of technology, computational techniques, and the use of programming languages to do data processing, data analysis, and data visualization. So for those of you who already have some basic understanding of the different concepts, probably have some domain knowledge already, and you want to be you want to acquire specific skills to be able to execute certain processes, and this micro specialization will be suitable for you. Then lastly, so methods and algorithm specialization. So for this one, the learners will be trained to implement machine learning, data science algorithms. So once you complete this micro specialization, you will be able to do some data processing, feature engineering for subsequent application of modeling or machine learning techniques using Python, SQL, or even Excel. So yes, this is something that would be more of interest to you. What are the different courses that are required across the across the different micro-specializations. Of course, as in the regular pathway, you will see that SP 101 is required for all micro-specialization, and that is to ensure that all Sparta learners or eventually the completers or the graduates of these micro-specializations would have standard would know the standard definition of the different roles and the different competencies that they can bring back to the industry, to the workplace. Now, SP201 is also the essential Excel skills for data processing, for data preparation and analysis. So it's also a common subject or course across the different micro specializations. And the reason for that is that at the very minimum, we want the Spartan learners to have an appreciation of how things work in spreadsheet, which is very ubiquitous, or it's very common in the workplace. But if you don't have proprietary softwares um, or open source tools are not allowed yet in your organization. So SP201 is there. Um, SP401 is also the um, next common requirement for the micro specialization, especially for the micro specializations focused on domain knowledge. And the reason for that is operational analytics, which is discussed, or I guess that the skills that you need for operational analytics is thoroughly discussed in that course. So that's really required. Well, that's required in these domain specific specializations. For the first four, for the first four micro specializations as well, you would see here SP the SP 1000 series, and these are the electives, and these vary depending on the specific special or domain knowledge expertise that you want uh, to, to, to master or learn more about. So for analytics project management, so SP 1001, which is the design thinking for analytics, and then SP 1004, which is data science and analytics project management, is the requirement for the specialization. For finance and risk, so SP 1003 and SP 1007. So SP 1003 is analytics applications of finance and risk, and then SP 1007 is applied analytics in public finance and budgeting. Then for the another common requirement or course for the micro specialization, especially for the ones more applicable for the data scientist, is SP 202 or computing in Python. So based on the survey that we conducted a while back, so acquiring skills in Python seem to be in demand among our existing learners. So we heard you, and particularly data visualization specialization, as well as statistical techniques, computing, and methods and algorithms require SP202. So particularly for the data governance, so you would see here that SP 301 and 302. So 301 is data management fundamentals, and then SP 302 is enterprise data governance. So those are the two subjects under the data management or the data governance competency category, and both are required for this micro specialization. Then for the data visualization, all available data visualization courses are required for this micro specialization. So SP 501 is data visualization fundamentals, SP 502, data visualization using Tableau and Python. Then SP 503 is storytelling using data. For research methods, of course, all we have here data-driven research methods and experimental design and analysis. For statistical techniques, both courses SP801, which is statistical analysis and modeling using Excel, and then SP802, statistical analysis and modeling using SQL and Python is required for that. For computing, aside from SP101 and SP201, computing in Python, as well as SQL for business users are required. So you would notice it's really focused on the use of the different tools in scope and Sparta. Then lastly, for methods and algorithms, so on top of SP101 and SP202, SP802, which is statistical analysis and modeling using SQL and Python, as well as SP901, which is data science and machine learning using Python, are the required courses to complete the micro-specialization. So these are all the micro-specializations that we're offering under Sparta. So check out more details about these. You can go to coursebank.ph/Sparta. That's it from my end. I'll turn you back over to Roxy. Thank you.
Hi, Claire. Thank you so much for that. And for those, ang dami niyong mga tanong, but we will bring all these up later in the open forum where we'll call back Sherwin, Claire, and Benny. And also, these will all be available, including the 2 AVPs. They will be posted on the Facebook page. So if you haven't already, please go and like the Facebook page of Project Sparta. So for now, we'll take a quick break and we will play an interactive game. And ito may premyo to, not just bragging rights. So I'm going to call back the Sparta Information Officer, Ms. RV Joyce Cayabyab, and Sparta Partnerships Associate, Mr. Dane Rosero.
All right, thank you, Miss Roxy. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, everyone, our co-Spartans. We know that all of you are very excited for today's activity, but before we learn the enrollment process for micro-specialization pathways, allow us first to entertain you with this very quick, fun, and interactive activity we've prepared only for you.
Yes, that's right. So we will test your knowledge about the micro-specialization pathways. Tingnan natin if nakinig kayo sa earlier discussions of Sir Sherwin and Miss Claire. So at this point, Dane and I will test your knowledge. But before we start this fun activity, let us first know the rules of this game. Dane?
Yeah, we are encouraging everyone to go to menti.com and use the code flashed on your screen. Please do not forget to include your nickname to be able to join this activity.
Okay, so then players must choose the correct answer as fast as they can. So again, pabilisan po ulit ng internet connection. So the top 3 participants with the fastest response and the most number of correct answers will be declared the winners. So before we start, let me share my screen.
Yeah, and also please be reminded that all of you will be given 20 seconds to answer each question. So be attentive, refresh as of the moment, and before we will be mentioning or sharing to you our battle cry to start this event. So let us go on and register. Let's actively enjoy and have fun with this interactive game.
So we now have 30 participants. Let's wait and see if we can have 100. Right, Dane?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you wants to have a special prize also and enjoy your stay here in Project Sparta. So nag-attend lang kayo, natuto or nag-grasp kayo ng new knowledge about new micro-specialization pathways that you might be interested to enroll with. And then pag nanalo kayo, you'll be given special award. Right. Mukhang ang dami na yung nakasali sa game na to. And yes, the format of this game is inspired in our Sparta, and our game Canaba here in the Philippines. Just to give a little assessment of your knowledge about what our resource person has shared to you a while ago.
Yes, so we now have 75 participants. I think we can start now. What do you think, Dave?
Yes, I think we can start now, but before anything else, let's not forget the most important question before joining in this battle. Sparta ka na ba? All right, I see a lot of yeses virtually. So, RV, roll out the first question.
Okay, so answer fast to get more points. So first is microspecializations will replace Sparta's six main pathways. Is this true or is this false? So our new pathways will replace Sparta's six main pathways. Is this true or is this false? So three, two, one, and then correct answer is false. Of course, these new pathways will not replace our first offers. They are additional to what we have initially offered. Okay, next
Of
question.
course,
Before
hindi
that, let's
natin,
see our leaderboard.
yes, of course, di natin papalitan yung mga Sparta or pathways natin. But we'll give them another option to graduate in Project Sparta.
Okay, we have Rina as our top scorer. Next question, Dean.
All right, for the question number 2. All right, let's proceed. So our second question, this micro-specialization trains learners in utilizing scientific and engineering methods to discover and create new knowledge and insights. Letter A, computing. Letter B, data governance. Letter C, research methods. And D, methods and algorithms. I think it was also refreshed a while ago in one of the questions of Sir Sherwin. And I think...
Pag may nagkamali pa dito, ha?
Or pag may nagkamali pa, may premyo doon. Ayun. The correct answer is letter C, research methods. So let's see who took this round.
Nako, magagalit si Sir Sherwin.
Sinabi na discover methods, research
Yes.
methods.
Ayun. So we got L as a top scorer for this question. So let's go on to our third question, Arvin.
So the domain knowledge urban planning micro-specialization pathway has 5 courses. So lima ba ang courses under this domain knowledge urban planning pathway? Is it true or is it false? Nasa presentation pa ni Ms. Claire. Okay, that is true. We have 5 courses under this. So our leader for this round is it's still, oh no, it's Keji. Okay. Next question.
Congrats. For the next question, I think it's the most, it's the easiest question of all, and it's mentioned already by Sir Sherwin. Which of the following is the only course that is available in all micro-specialization pathways? Letter A, SP101, B, 201, C, 202, or D, 401? Ay magkakamali pa kaya dito?
Nate-tense na sila, guys. Easy lang.
And the right answer for this round is SP101.
Kunin mo nga yung mga nag-X na yan.
So it's the basic course of all Sparta courses. So you cannot go on with other courses while not being completed in SP101. It's a data analytics appreciation course for everyone. So tops this round, it's Nico for the question number 4. So let's go on to our question number 5.
Okay, so this micro-specialization pathway trains learners to create compelling insights from data using visualization tools and technologies. What pathway is this? So may keyword na dito if nakikita nyo or napapansin ninyo. Okay, the correct answer is, of course, data visualization, microspecialization pathway. We have 84 who got this correct. Okay. We have Nico still leading this round. Okay, next question.
Ayun, eto din, familiar kayo dito kasi natanong na rin kanina. Um, what is it? Blanc teaches basic data manipulation, analysis, and visualization using selected programming languages, tools, or software. Is it operational analytics, computing, methods and algorithms, or data governance? So, which among these four is the right answer? All right, letter B, computing. So let's see the top this round. All right, we have a new leader at this round. It's Daniel G. So, kapangalan ko pa, no? Ayun, so let's go on to our next question. So, refresh tayo.
Second to the last question. Okay, which of the following domain microspecialization pathway focuses on the best practices to implement human-centered DSA projects? Okay, is it domain knowledge, finance and risk, urban planning, analytics, project management, or human resources? Again, may clue na dito sa question. Okay. The correct answer is, of course, domain knowledge, analytics, project management, because human-centered DSA projects. Okay.
Nadaya din sila dun sa human na term. Kala HR, projects ang keyword.
Yes po. And so, si L ang nanguna sa round na ito. Our last question, Dean?
Yes, our last question, one of the easiest na question dito sa round na to. So, microspecialization pathways have 6 or more courses. Is it a true or a false? Nakasalalay dito yung panalo nyo sa round sa game.
The bragging rights.
The bragging
Wait,
rights.
pang surprise, no? Other than bragging
yes.
rights.
Yes, the right answer is false. So let's see who are the winners for this interactive activity. At magkakamit na tumataginting na surprise mamaya.
Okay, congratulations to L, Dan, and Daniel G. So you will receive a 300 peso for the first placer, 200 peso load, and 100 peso load for the third placer. So your prizes will be sent online by the Sparta project team through our email. So don't forget to send your contact information, name, mentee nickname, mobile phone number, and email address to mpe@sparta.dap.edu.ph. We'll paste and send yung email na to sa ating chat box. Dane?
Yes, that's right. And after receiving their prizes, winners are also encouraged to post a photo showing their prizes and tag Project Sparta's Facebook page at Project Sparta PH in their post. Thank you once again to our participants, our scholars, our experts, data analytics experts, and congratulations to our winners for making this game interactive, fun, and exciting. Back to you, Miss Roxy.
Thank you, Dane and RV. See Darby. If you attend our events, you'll know that there are game masters lagi. So may I remind our winners once again to send their information to mpe@sparta.dap.edu.ph to get details on how you can claim your prizes. So I'm sure after that game and those sessions earlier, nakikita ko na sobrang dami nyo ng tanong. But like Sir Sherwin said, papunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part. So to answer the questions of the other hows of the pathways, may I ask for a virtual round of applause for Course Bank's Course Development Head, Miss Benny Rose Ubas.
Thank you, Roxy. So for today, for this afternoon, allow me to present the updated scholarship application process for the 6 main pathways and the newly introduced micro-specialization pathways. Right, so if you've visited your Sparta profile page and the Course Bank Sparta page, you've probably seen this and learned about the new feature or the new way of accessing your courses. So let's watch this. Hi, I see that you're interested in applying for a Sparta scholarship. Here's how. First, create a Course Bank account. Go to coursebank.ph. Create an account by clicking Join Now. Fill out the necessary fields. Check the email used for the application for an account activation link from CourseBank. Verify and complete your account creation by clicking on Activate Your Account.
Benny, we can't hear anything na. There's no sound.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me just repeat it.
Ulit tayo, take two.
Take two. How about now? Hi, I see that you're interested in applying for a Sparta scholarship. Here's how. First, create a CourseBank account. Go to coursebank.ph. Create an account by clicking Join Now. Fill out the necessary fields. Check the email used for the application for an account activation link from CourseBank. Verify and complete your account creation by clicking on Activate Your Account. Now that you've created and verified your CourseBank account, let's now apply for the Sparta Scholarship. On your dashboard, go to the Sparta page. Here, you can read more about the Project Sparta, the 6 main learning pathways, the micro-specialization pathways, and the course offerings. Click on Apply Now. Register to become a Sparta Scholar. Fill out the information pages and submit the necessary documents. Eligibility requirements, scholar profile, education profile, employment profile, and training profile. Read, understand, and click on Agree to the honor code and scholarship terms and conditions. You may visit our help page for frequently asked questions regarding your application. You may also email us at learn@coursebank.ph to assist you with your application. Once you've submitted all the necessary documents, our CourseBank team will review your application and will notify you regarding your application status via email in 1 to 3 business days. Next, while waiting for the review, choose a learning pathway. On your Sparta profile page, go to the Applications tab and click on Select Pathway. Select one main learning pathway from Data Associate, Data Steward, Data Analyst, Analytics Manager, data engineer, and data scientist. You may apply for another once you've completed your current pathway. You may check your application status via My Scholarship Programs tab. Once approved, courses under chosen learning pathway will be available for self-enrollment. Start with SB 101 Getting Grounded on Analytics as a prerequisite for the rest of the Sparta courses. Click Enroll to start taking the course. We recommend taking one course at a time. Now, you can also apply for micro-specialization pathways. On the same Sparta profile page, go to Microspecializations tab. This tab will only be available once you have an approved main learning pathway. Select from the available micro-specializations. Courses under chosen micro-specializations are also available for self-enrollment. How to obtain certificates from your main pathway and micro-specializations. For the 6 main pathways, you will need to take and complete a capstone course. If you've completed all courses including electives under your current pathway, request to enroll in the capstone course via Learner Support centralized form. For micro-specializations, certificates will be issued by request through the Sparta DAP portal. Once again, if you have any questions, feel free to visit our help page or contact us at learn@coursebank.ph. Good luck and happy e-learning!
There you go. So aside from the newly introduced micro-specialization pathways, we already have a self-enroll feature in course bank. So you don't have to wait for the enrollment codes to generate before you start enrolling in the courses of your choice. So I think that's all for now. If you have any questions, let's answer them in a bit. Thank you, Roxy.
Thank you, Benny. So I saw a few comments na parang sinasabi nyo na this is such a great idea. So we actually want to thank everyone that has participated in the numerous surveys we sent out in year 2 kasi dahil sa inyo, we were able to come up with these ideas and also yung self-enrollment codes. Hopefully it will make your Sparta journey easier. So I will like to call on RV Kayabyab. I hope she's ready to walk us through how to navigate or to secure your certificates from our portal. Before we go into that were shown earlier are now on Facebook. Also the slide with the micro specializations. So you can view that on our Facebook page.
Okay, so can everyone now see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Thank you. Okay, so let me just walk you through a quick demo of the steps for our new signed Sparta certificate. So as you have noticed, yung mga certificates natin before sa course bank is nawalan ng signatures of the DAP President and CEO. So now we are introducing a new system and a new design for our certificates. Okay. So the first part is you have to go to Sparta's website. So and then click the login or register button. So if you go there at https://sparta.dap.edu.ph, you will notice dun sa website natin, it has a button on the upper right side in sa menu. You have login or register. And then second, log in with your Google account. So right now, those who have Google account, yun lang yung pwedeng makalog in this website. So if you have a Gmail account, use that to log in the website. Next is read the terms and privacy policy and fill out the registration form. So after you log in using your Google email account, you will be redirected to this page. You just have to read this and then fill out the necessary information. And then after that, click register. Of course, don't forget to click Are you a Sparta Scholar if you're a Sparta Scholar. And then next, you will be directed to the website's homepage after you registered. So click your profile icon there and then click the certification button below the admin dashboard. Okay, after that, you will be directed to this page. You will notice that on the upper left side, there is a generate certification part. There is a blank space here and then a generate button. So look at this and you will use this later to generate your certificate. But before that, you have to log in sa Course Bank's website and navigate through your dashboard. So look at your completed course and click the view certificate. So here it is. And then it will direct you to the website where you can copy and paste your certificate URL. So this is a very important part. Don't forget to copy and paste this URL. And then after doing this, you will go back to the Sparta website and place that in the blank area in the generate certification part. And then, of course, click the generate button. After that, your signed certificate will automatically be downloaded in your website. So choose a folder where you can save this document. So yes, here. So this is the new look of this Sparta certificate. So this one has a signature of the DAP president right here. So after that, you may also refresh the Sparta portal to see the list of your available certificates. And if you wish to actually download the certificate again, you may do so by clicking this download action button. So that is the very quick and simple steps and process of generating your signed Sparta certificates. Thank you.
Thank you, RV. So yon, very quick and simple daw. Pero kung hindi siya simple, mag-message kayo sa page. Si RV din ang sasagot and she will guide you. So I'd like to call, so nandito tayo sa exciting part. So I'm gonna call back Sherwin, Claire, and Benny for our open forum and to answer questions from the audience. So sila yung mga OG, nauna pa sila kesa sa akin sa Sparta. So, ayun. So, we do have a lot of questions. Are you guys there na, si Sherwin?
Yes, I'm here pero I cannot start my video daw. Hold on.
Nako, paano na yan? Hindi ka makikita. Cancel
Yes.
na, ulitin. Ulitin ang buong program.
Wow, cannot start my video. Sige, I'll continue to try ano.
Okay, sige. So, ayun, there's a lot of questions and people are very excited. So, baka naman you can take this time to answer. This one. So, hello, Project Sparta team. First of all, thank you for this micro-specialization option. Really appreciate it. I'm curious if, for example, I cannot finish my main pathway, for example, the data scientist. If I finish all the required courses of micro-specialization, like research methods, am I eligible for a certificate for micro-specialization? Benny, parang sa'yo yung tanong.
True or false?
True, you can access all the micro-specialization pathway courses once you have an approved learning pathway. Then once you're done with the required number of courses under your chosen micro-specialization, you can request it via the Sparta DAP portal. But there will be a link naman dun sa Sparta profile page. For example, you've finished the required courses. So there's a link there that will direct you to the said page.
So, ayun, Ms. Claire, kasi diba you showed that slide kanina and I think people were a bit confused kasi they saw na ito lang yung particular na pwede. So can you maybe explain further na if you have, as long as you have a main pathway, which micro specializations you can go into?
Okay, so regarding that applicable pathway column in the presentation for microspecializations, those are just suggestions because for some, like for example, there are microspecializations that require computing in Python, but your say for let me just check one really quickly. For example, for data visualization, it requires computing in Python. But if your pathway does not really require learning Python, then that's actually an extra for you in that regular pathway. So being when I was educated there that you should at least be a data scientist. It's just a suggestion also because you or because computing in Python is already required for that pathway, so it's easier to to take that particular micro specialization. Now, if you are willing, like for example, you enrolled in data steward and you want or a data analyst and you want to take that data visualization, micro specialization, and it requires Python. Just take note of that you'll have to go through that particular course. It's not originally in your regular pathway. Uh, so yeah, so that's the reason for us indicating that pathway column in the micro specialization mapping.
Okay.
Hopefully that clears it up.
Yeah, I think it did. Hopefully it did. But if you still have more questions about it, again, you can always visit the Facebook page. Everything's going to be on there for the next week. So Ian, and are there any plans for these certificate programs to be accredited by the PRC or any other government agencies so we can use it for promotion or job applications since there are companies, agencies that are not familiar with Sparta? Sino mga yan? Hindi, joke. And does not recognize it as a valid training. Can we apply or take numerous micro specializations at the same time? And what is the timeline for completion? Mahirap, so Sherwin, ikaw na lang sumagot.
Lo? Uh, I think for the PRC, there's already some ano no recognition.
Yeah,
Tama ba?
there
For
is.
educators? Educators ba? Tama?
And I think it's the CPD accreditation is in a per course, not really a pathway. So for as long as you take a particular course and then it's accredited in the educators board, then you'll have your CPD credits for that.
Yeah. But yeah, but I guess just going back to the question because that's also an important one. No? Mm, hintay-hintay lang. The discussion on certification, yung recognition across the country, across various government agencies, it's going to take some time. What we can tell you right now is that discussions that are ongoing across the various government agencies, CHED, DepEd, TESDA, PRC, all of the educational institutions is this. I think the entire government naman is the value of this program. Definitely there's the need and the want, the desire to continue on this. So hindi masasayang. That, if you work in the government, madami tayong kailangan mga paths to take. But ano lang kayo dyan? Don't lose your certificates.
Yeah.
And then there's an equivalent training hours equivalent for the different courses. So I think that's already posted somewhere in the course bank website. So even if you don't have yet the CPD accreditation, um, the Sparta courses at this at its current state already has training hours equivalent that you can put in your I don't know application for promotion during the government.
I think there's the question on can you take multiple pathways,
there is.
specialization pathways. It's actually kind of the same with the learning pathway. The suggestion is still take it one at a time. So initially, diba, when we have the learning pathways, we tell you, okay, so where are your expertise lie in? If you're in math and stats, sige, go data science. If you're into main, go to data analyst or a functional analyst. If you're into programming, data engineer. And then after that, after you finish a learning pathway, then you can enroll another. It's the same with the specialization. The reason we kind of thought about this specialization is because we feel that there are people who want to gain more knowledge on a particular skill or a particular competency. So prioritize it in the same way. If you want to learn more about visualizations first, then go to data visualization. If you want to learn more about programming in Python, SQL, then go into computing. The thing that you need to know also here is that and I think the question na din should be obvious. If you finished one, kumbaga like SP 101, you finished that already. Then in effect you finish all the SP 101 requirements in all of the pathways. Okay? So you don't need to enroll and take it. Bakit pa naman kukunin ulit yun? In any case, okay? What you just need to do is again just keep your certificate. Tama ba yan, just keep the certificate. They can actually put that link in the site, in the platform, to show that hey, I've completed this already, and then you can generate the certificate for the pathway. Okay. Um, Sige, makamadami pang other question.
I just need to circle back dun sa CPD question kasi nag-phone a friend ako. And the phone a friend was Miss Rhea. Hi, Miss Rhea. So,
Hey!
she's watching actually. Isa pang OG of Sparta yon. So the CPD units are for 30 courses and it's still in progress application. But she did mention that there's no reason, if you recall, Development Academy of the Philippines is who's hosting this Sparta program, and they are a certified training provider. This was recently announced by the HEI pa nga, so there's no reason na hindi ma-accredit yung training hours nyo. So that's some good news for everyone.
Let's just read also, I think Dr. Kahas mentioned that also in the comments, in the chat. Sparta DSA courses are PRC accredited for most teachers. The Project Sparta team, especially the AP, is working for the other professions.
Yes. So we get this question a lot about if the project is going to be extended. Is the deadline still in November 14th? So I suppose the best recommendation would be is to assume that it's still November 14th. So work hard and get your certificates done. But hopefully, if more people apply or more people show interest, who knows? Maybe we can extend the program. So ano pa ba dito? Miss Benny, I think kasi we have, based on Sherwin's menti kanina, meron pa tayong mga attendees today that are actually new, like they've only just discovered Project Sparta. So I think maybe a quick reminder of who's eligible for the program.
Sure. Actually, they can visit the help page of Course Bank. I'll type it in a bit. Let me just pull it up. Eligibility requirements must meet below requirements to qualify for the program. First, must be a Filipino citizen. Second, must be permanently residing or currently based in the Philippines. Third, at least senior high school student. And fourth, with or without prior knowledge of data science. And then for documentary requirements, our primary requirement is a proof of education. So if it's senior high school level, it can be any of the following: diploma, valid school ID, certification of enrollment, Form 137. Same with college level. In addition, transcript of records. And then for college graduate and higher, diploma, certification, and valid PRC.
Haba ng listahan, but it's all available in our FAQs on the website. So both Course Bank and Project Sparta website, also on the Facebook page. And I'm sure if you ask in the Sparta community, someone will really answer you talaga. So, Sir Sherwin, meron pang mga questions here about what are the advantages of taking the micro-specialization pathways? Like, will it help you in your work? Will you get a promotion? Will you get a chance at a better opportunity? What are some opportunities off the top of your head, do you think, that you can discuss?
It's free upskilling Okay. Uh, think of this again as an opportunity for you to learn more and be part of this analytics sector. We're really now into data of the work that you're going to do. You're going to deal with data. So just look at what you're doing right now. You don't even actually have to shift to a full blown analytics. Just look at where you are right now. What are you doing, and what skill you think is actually needed for you to progress? Okay. Typically, if you're into operations, say HR, marketing, and risk, yun naman ang kalimitan nating mga work din. Basically, data engineers and data scientists, we're functional analysts, business analysts. Then look into the pathways that is focused on domain, right? So you'll have human resources, finance and risk, and then urban planning, communication skills are also very an important data skill. So take the data visualization, microspecialization, because again, it will help you now put you in a different level. Whereas you before you were just writing, words, creating charts. Now you're creating stories out of these data. So it's going to give you a different set of advantage because you are now working on the skills needed by your organization to be more data driven.
Benny, there's a question kasi there are some people that got approved and then they got their course codes, but there's a new system now. So are their course codes still allowed to be used? If so, until when? Or what do they do about it now?
Hmm. So we've eliminated the use of enrollment codes because that's one of our problems, no? that it takes time to generate, especially when we have growing number of learners. So we've eliminated that. You don't have to use enrollment codes anymore. You just have to enroll in. Then there's an enroll button on your Sparta profile page for the following courses under your main pathway in your chosen micro.
So, ayun. So you don't need your course codes na. They found that their devs were hard at work. And also I saw a question about if course bank can keep up with all the people that are signing up. And the answer is yes. Sila Benny, hindi lang siya mukhang puyat, pero nagpupuyat sila para maano kayong lahat.
Yan yung nagagawa ng mga concealer.
Oh,
Si
syempre.
Benny, grabe.
Yung ano namin.
May napabili ng concealer sa Sparta lang.
So there's people here asking, and I think Miss Claire, you can discuss this more. They want, okay, is it possible though for a regular online meetup? But having said that, they ask if is there a place where they can speak to a resource person or meet other learners who are enrolled in the same pathway? Alam mo yung sagot mo to.
Okay, sige. Not to spoil a bit.
Spoil mo na! Spoil mo na! Kakakita ko lang ng PDF eh.
Oo nga eh. No, we're cooking something up for you Sparta scholars. I know that you've been wanting to have an interaction with the SMEs and also a chance to collaborate with the other learners in the same pathway. So watch out for an acceleration program that we are planning for those of you who are already enrolled in the main pathway. So just to tease it a bit, essentially, we will conduct a live version of the courses for you. And this is just another track to help use Sparta scholars, to really, especially those who are, who are still persevering until now, and still want to complete the main pathway, So watch out for that. We'll come up with the guidelines on that very soon. But it's essentially an acceleration program for Sparta scholars who still want to complete, you know, um, their main learning pathways, and you'll have it's a live version of the courses in Sparta. So yeah.
So I think, okay, I've like browsed all the questions, and I think you guys have done a really good job of answering all the questions. Super, ano na, ang galing niyo na dito. So, if there's any other questions that you guys can see that I might not have picked up that you'd like to answer, meron pa ba? Parang wala na, no? So if there's none, siguro ano, so we can wrap it up and ano, so that everyone can start enrolling in their micro specializations or getting excited over it. Can you guys give a message? Oh wow, parang birthday lang. Can you guys give a message to all the Spartans and those who still want to enroll? Miss Claire, we'll start with you, Claire, Benny, and then last Champersy for Sherwin.
So again, thank you for continuing to join us in these road shows and the launches of these different campaigns, no, for you scholars. Thank you for staying on with Sparta, no, even if I know it's been challenging at times, especially with the pandemic that just recently no started to subside and then of course concerns or time constraints, no, but thank you from the bottom of our hearts on behalf of the whole Sparta team. We thank you for staying on with Sparta. We are definitely exploring all options so that we may be able to help you through your journey. Um, my message to you is that just keep that spark in you. Just continue to be curious, no? Have that burning desire to upskill yourselves. Analytics is just one of them, but there are also other ways of satisfying that curiosity. So just keep that burning because that's regardless of industry or sector or function, the main that you're in, that will get you far, no, and get you to many places. And I know that most of you are currently focused on the learning side. I think I mean, coming from just sharing from personal experience, my learning um, it became more fulfilling when I was able to apply these skills that I learned throughout my career. So never forget that. Sometimes some learners are just after the the credits or the certificates. So um, that's fine. But the proof of the pudding is really if you're able to pay it forward, share your knowledge, apply what you know in the workplace. If it's in corporate, at least you're helping your respective organizations, and if not, if it's in a development sector, then you're having a broader social impact. So just keep that in mind as well as you are learning. Also look forward to how you're gonna impart that and apply what you learn. So thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Miss Claire. Si Benny naman. Benny, go.
Malayo-layo na po yung nararating natin, no? Since 2019 pa yung planning ng Project Sparta. Ngayon, ang dami nating na-launch na mga roadshows na affiliated din sa projects natin. So if you haven't signed up for Project Sparta PH, please do so. Please take advantage of this opportunity because we're incredibly blessed to have people who are very much passionate about this project to becoming a smarter Philippines, you know. Also, we'd like, from Course Bank, we'd like to let you know that we can hear you, we can read your comments and feedback, and we're continuously improving our platform so that we can offer programs, projects, just like Project Sparta PH, so that you can enhance your credentials and continue to upskill and reskill. So maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Miss Benny. Hindi naman halata na may eye bags na kayo from all the updates. So thank you guys for sending your constructive criticisms for Course Bank's platforms, but they've really improved a lot. So good job, Course Bank. Sobrang galing. And of course, the father of of Spartans, the Sherwin Pelayo. What's your message to the Spartans?
Well, thank you very much again to our Spartans, our past, current, and future Spartans. This has been actually a habit already for me. I mean, once I'm ready for the day, the first thing that I checked actually are the discussion forums in Course Bank. Kasi minomonitor ako ni Benny, pag hindi ako sumagot, patay ako dyan. So, it has been first thing in the morning and then last thing in the day, I'm checking questions. If you don't believe me, try yung pumunta ng SP101, magtanong kayo about that. Sasagutin ko kayo. But what I really love in Project Sparta is this has really become a community learning. We launched this because we really wanted to spread the knowledge of analytics to every Filipino. But in the process, the Project Sparta team also learned from the community, from Spartans. The fact that we have micro-specialization pathways is because of you. Okay, you participated in FGTs, in surveys. You told us that you needed, just some specific courses. You don't need the entire pathway. This is because of you. So, saan ka pa makakakita ng ganoong learning environment where the entire program itself is really designed for you? Okay? May mga psychic na dyan, you're asking for live sessions. O yan, di ba? Kakalabas lang fresh hot of from the oven yung PDF na ilalatag na namin yung schedule. So, watch out for that. Virtual job fairs, that has happened, what was that, 2 weeks ago. So, there's going to be a lot more. Hackathons are going to happen. I think ang ask na lang namin talaga sa inyo, and you're a lot of our people are asking, may extend ba? And like what Roxy said, treat it as if talagang mag-e-end, no? So our ask is, just try your best, try your very best to complete the pathways. Really find time. If you're not too sure about an entire pathway, then do the micro specializations na kaagad. Go to the Facebook page, learn more about the micro specialization courses. Again, do a self-evaluation. Which skill do you really need at this point in your life, where you can really spend time and make a commitment to complete a micro specialization pathway? Then start with that, okay? And sama tayong mag hope that this is going to be extended beyond November. But again, thank you very much to all of you. Wala kami dito if not because of all of you. Nico, ito na yon. Sorry, the joke. But and also thank you very much to the entire Project Sparta team, to Development Academy of the Philippines, to Course Bank, to our curriculum team for all of the work. Madami na talagang pinagbago. I mean, the platform, the courses, the subject matter experts. Nag-grow man kami. But again, age is not a factor, ha? Okay, palagi na sinasabi. Okay. Thank you, Roxy.
So thank you so much for that. Alam mo, actually today we were supposed to see a lot of the OGs of Project Sparta. So sila Doc, sila Michelle, unfortunately they had other commitments. We couldn't see them today. But yun nga, we've been here for a long time. So we had Sir Alan de Venecia, we had Doc Ligot, we had Claire, Sherwin, sila Benny, sila Miss Michelle. They were all there from the very start. So they're here pa then until the end. You see them in and out of these, events and the discussion boards and whatnot. So talagang pinaglaban kayo ng lahat ng behind the scenes at Sparta, the Sparta team. So sana you guys will work really hard to finish your courses. And if we're lucky, then hopefully we do get the extension. So before we end the program, we want to ask everyone to fill out a feedback form. Again, feedback, as it helps us design these events better. It helps us to design the programs better. There's a link that will be on the screen that you can fill out also in the chat boxes, both in Zoom and on Facebook. And just a reminder, these feedback forms will only be open for 1 hour, and those who fill out the feedback form will receive a certificate of attendance. So now, may I ask everyone to switch on their cameras for a quick photo session? RV will be the one to count us in as to ilang pages and hanggang kailan kayo dapat mag-smile. RV, are you there?
Hi, Miss Roxy. Yes po. Okay, so let's give everyone a moment to actually turn on their cameras.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
RV, before you, there's people saying na they cannot open the feedback form. So if anyone on the Sparta team is listening, paki-open po. Sobrang komportable na, dito na sinasabi live. Hindi na nag-chat sa likod.
Family na tayo. Alam na ng yan, mga
Talaga.
Spartans yan.
Okay po. I think everyone is ready na. So on my cue, for the first page, 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay. For the second page. Okay. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay. For the third page, 3, 2, 1, smile. For the fourth page, 3, 2, 1, smile. And our last page, 3, 2, 1, smile. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, RV. And galit pa din ang mga tao. Kailangan pa din daw ng permission. Yun, because we are ending the event na, in case you still need the feedback form and the link here is not working, we will post it on Facebook. You can find it there. And also you can rewatch everything on the Facebook Live and also on our YouTube channel. So again, thank you to all our speakers, to those who joined us on Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube live stream. And thank you to all of the team who made this event possible. And Miss Claire, hi sa baby mo. She's a real Sparta baby kasi ever since.
Since my pregnancy.
Since the pregnancy, yes.
Yeah.
So the real Sparta baby is Miss Claire's baby. So thank you to the team who made this event possible. We hope you can join us for our future events. Once again, I'm Roxy Makasad of DAP Project Sparta. Thank you, everyone. This has been the Sparta Microspecializations Pathway Launch.
Recording stopped.